Shalom, all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakahakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the 144,000 and the rest of the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Kaya from GMS Indianapolis, the branch of Indiana. The original Gary campus, GMS It Will Not Tarry 2. And the title of this lesson will be More Proof the Black Woman Hates You and Reasons to Forsake Her. Brothers, elders, apostles, bishops have done basically a response to this video already. And I seen it, didn't watch it, and I finally watched it. And then I went to the original video, which there's a few of them, but I went to this one from O'Shea Duke Jackson and watched it. And yeah, through the Spirit, I was prompted to do a response. Lord willing, it's edifying. But what I'm going to do in my video, I'm going to let this video play. And what I'll do is get like some commentary in between, some scriptures here and there, and hopefully bring it together. So without further ado.
So we got this white dude who is showing how easy it is to clap black female cheeks on dating apps by using racist terminology. I didn't believe it, but this dude is doing this live. He's screen recording everything, and he's going to show you that even when he's being racist to certain sisters, they are still allowing him to clap cheeks.
Another black woman. She's pan and she's alternative. Very rare poll. Gotta keep it simple. Hi, you look like you can suck the racism out of me, LOL, which is what
I'm sorry. You look like you can suck the racism out of me? Okay.
what I need right now because I'm currently on probation. Crime, heart, done, send. What did I tell you? The job is not finished. You are very beautiful though. And I would
Wait, what did she say?
love-
Hold on. So she said type My God.
though. And I would love to see you this weekend if you don't have plans. Woo! It's getting spicy! I can show you better than I can tell you. Come on, gang.
So she asked him, are you an actual KKK member? And he goes, I can show you better than I can tell you. And she's still talking to the dude.
Come on, gang. Okay? I like that. I like that. Lynching on the first date is crazy. Not gonna lie. We gotta take baby steps.
Wait. He says lynching on the first date is crazy, but we gotta take baby steps. Let's see what she says.
Don't get me too excited. Normally I strap up, but I would definitely take it off for you if that's what you're implying. I'm capping crazy. I just got burned.
So wait a minute. She asked him, do he be clapping cheeks raw? So instead of basically just being like, look, the dude says you can suck the racism out of me, she's supposed to just stop talking to the guy. And she's like, type-ish, do you be clapping cheeks raw? Like, they would never let a black dude talk to them crazy like this.
Right, and right on cue. They would never let a black dude talk to them crazy like this. And look at this comment from 2 days ago, shaking my head. They let everybody play with them, but give us hell. See, the scriptures don't lie. The word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai don't lie. All right. Through the curses of Deuteronomy 28, he put a great divide. He put a great friction between the Israelite man and the Israelite woman. And that predominantly, not necessarily predominantly, but that is greatly enhanced with the darker tribes, all right, which all the tribes are melanated, all the tribes are dark, but the Southern Kingdom, the so-called Negroes, all right, especially the so-called black people in America, because that's the head tribe, and Esau, Edom went to great lengths, all right, to destroy Judah, right? You destroy the head and the body follow. Well, Judah was the head. Judah is the head. That's the tribe that Yahushai, the Lord and Savior, came from. All right. Margaret, was it Sanger? Right, with the eugenics, or Thatcher, Margaret Sanger, the Willie Lynch letter, all type of stuff. You know, we can go on and on and on. right? All the way into modern day social media. And this is what you got. When so-called black women even look in the so-called black man's direction, you see disdain. All right. You can't even get a smile. When Kevin Samuels was on the scene, he had a whole segment about black women smiling at black men, so-called. And I'm just saying the word. I'm just using that phrase and, I'm just using it. It's not proper, all right? Ain't no such thing as black or white. It's not a nation of black, a nation of white. There wasn't someone's ancestor called black, all right? We are the Israelites, all right? The Hebrew Israelites. So real quick, let me get a scripture. Micah. And I'm going to say this too. The apostles and the bishops and the elders of Great Millstone don't lie. All right. What you see going on in the earth is that basically it's plagiarism, because they say everything first and then the mainstream hops on board later with anything. All right. All the talking points you see in mainstream media, they've been saying before I was even thought about. All right. See, the men of the Lord got a head start. Okay. So anyway, Micah 7:9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because I have sinned against him. And this is part of the indignation of the Lord. All right. What we as so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American men have to go through in this particular existence, whether that be work, all right, whether that be with our women, because it's in the scriptures, all right. He said that he would turn different things against us, all right. Things that were supposed to be blessings to us ended up being curses to us, all right. One of them, I'll segue real quick. He said, look, Amos, let me see, 7:17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city. Another word for harlot is a whore, a prostitute. And thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, by violence. And thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land, and Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. And we did that. We went in captivity from our own land. All right. This is not our land. All right. This is, the Americas are the tribes' land, the Northern Kingdom, so-called Latinos and the Native Americans originally. All right. But even them in their own land and other lands, they got shipped off too. And to be a harlot in the city, when a woman was a harlot in times past, that means that she was so destitute and so poor that was like a final option, because of maybe her husband was killed or her husband died and she didn't have no other family. All right. So in modern, usage, you got that too. You got fatherless homes. You got single mothers. All right. And people go back to their natural settings. All right. When things get too hard. So prostitution, OnlyFans, women selling sex is at an all-time high. Now, let me see. Amos But that's a punishment from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's part of his indignation. The things that you go through, all right? Men and women don't even dance with each other anymore. All right? There's videos about how the club scene is dead and dying. Even the strip club scene is dead and dying. So-called black men and so-called black women are totally repelled against each other. There's no attraction anymore. You can go to the gym. You see the so-called black man, he dating women of other races because women of other races see his value. Hosea 4. And imagine that, right? Here it is. The whole world looks down on the so-called black man. Other races has it. They have it interwoven within their ideas and their principles to look down upon the so-called black man and so-called black people in general. But through all of that, other race of women can still maneuver past all of those things and see the value in so-called black men. But so-called black women, they don't. All right? Because finishing the Micah 7, matter of fact, I'll go to that in a second. Let me get this other scripture I wanted. Hosea 4:7. It says, as they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore will I change their glory into shame. And this scripture was originally talking about the priest. And the glory of the priest was what? That only they, all right, could minister before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That was a great glory. But they abused it, and it was turned to shame because it was associated with their wrongdoings. So when you would mention the priest, instead of hearing, they're the ones who administer before the Lord. They're the ones who teach us the law. They're the ones who do the sacrifices. That's the glory. Only a particular set was able to do that, of the tribes. But then what was the shame when that became corrupted? All right. When they corrupted the sacrifices, when they took more than what they ought to have done. All right. When they used their position to abuse the people, now their glory was associated with shame. Now, putting that up against with a woman, with a man and a woman, a man's glory is the woman. All right. First Corinthians 11:7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High. Right. The Israelite man is the glory of the Most High, the apex of his representation, because the Most High is in all things. But the apex of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is the man. All right. That's his foremost creation. But the woman is the glory of the man. That's the biggest boast that a man got. What do men boast in? Men boast in their possessions for the most part. He'll boast in his house. He'll boast in his vehicle. Hell, he'll boast in his dog. He'll boast in his children. But the woman is his biggest flex, quote unquote. And all women has been turned into a great shame. The so-called black woman was the pinnacle of beauty in times past. When you read the scriptures, it speaks about the beauty of our women. Hell, they wanted to destroy all of the men to have access to our women. Hell, they wanted to intermarry with us and become one to have access with our women when you deal with Shechem and Dinah. Jacob's daughter. That long flowing afro with that mahogany skin and that shapely figure. Even now, women covet to look like the so-called black woman. All right. What do you think all of the Brazilian butt lifts and those are Israelites that they imitating? Lip injections, cornrows or whatever they call it, right? Things associated with our women. Our women have always been the pinnacle of beauty in their natural state, but they get them to hate that while they copy it. So our glory was turned into shame. Total shame. And we'll get back to that video and matter of fact, let's get back to that video. We'll hold the mic.
But do you be effing chicks raw?
Are you on birth?
She says, true, condoms feel like soda water. So you nasty too. So you about to let this white dude clap your cheeks with no condom tour, 2025, all up in you, just shooting all up the club.
Nah, but I'm infertile, so I can, without us having to worry.
So he basically said, I can shoot in you because I'm infertile. Obviously, he capping.
Okay, understandable. Just letting you know. Is a number too personal for you? Question mark. I just don't use Snap.
What happened?
Look, the guy, he's not too exceptional. All right. He don't look, physically, he's not like, distinct. He's not, muscular. All right. He's not like, I don't know what type of pictures he got on the site, but, a so-called black man, you got to have it all. What they call it, is 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures. And even that's not enough no more. They got women laughing at the 6 figures. They'll say $100,000 ain't enough. They want $300,000-$400,000. While they borderline morbidly obese, right? You gotta be everything. It used to be when you was in middle school, high school, you only needed one thing. A girl could have liked your eyebrows. A girl could have thought you was funny. Right? Now you got to be everything. You got to be funny. You got to be hood. You got to be intelligent. Got to be that perfect balance. All right? You got to have good hair, quote unquote. All right? The right complexion. The right taste in music. The right responses. You got to be a total entertainer. Right? But when it comes to someone that resembles another race, all right, all defenses are down.
I do this shit! Keep doubting me, bro. I dare you.
Oh my God, he got the number. Aha! You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a profile acting like I'm a white dude. Then when they come, I was just playing. See if they let me clap. Let's see if there's.
NetCredit is here to say yes, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited.
More.
I love it! Normally when we get hate messages, it's literally black women. She said, oh look, another picking on black women. So let's try to cook something up. Oh look, another black queen who wants master roleplay, LMAO. And send. Over or under? Over or under? She's typing. Oh my God, she's typing. Okay. She's just playing hard to get a little bit. What's black people's favorite seasoning, would you say? What if I put some lemon pepper on it? Question mark. Would that make up for the size? Okay, she's typing. How'd you know I love lemon pepper? Come on. Who are you? Come find out. Text me, love. I'm not on here.
So basically, if you can see what he's saying, she's saying, sorry, you're not big enough to ride this ride. And so he was like, if I put some lemon pepper on my Johnson, that's what he's saying to her. Then she go say, how do you know I love lemon peppers?
Come find out. Text me, love. I'm not on here a lot.
Hey, comment from Michael Smith. RQ2SM 3 days ago. This is why a lot of black women end up missing. Then say, where are black men to protect them? Yeah, not too long ago, you had one woman. See, yeah, you see, yeah. You had a woman. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. You had a woman went on a date with a you had a so-called black woman. She went on a date with a so-called white man. All right. And it wasn't that hard for him to get the date. The same way you see this guy, it wasn't that they met up at the house, and she was found cut up in the river somewhere. And the guy didn't face any prosecution either. Brock Shimmy Shaz, 1044. Let me see if they pull it up real quick. Yeah, let me see. Black woman found in Rema. Date. And she was posting media posts. Black woman found dead next to white Roland Martin. Black woman found dead after internet date. And it was one of them. We ain't got to get it. I'll, just speak on it. And she was making social media posts how she was tired of the so-called black man and this, that, and the third. Now, granted, all right, there's so-called white people, Asian people, Arab people that may look like they're that particular race, but they are our people because the Israelites have been scattered amongst all nations. All right. So I got to throw that caveat out there. All right. But also, too, what I'm saying is true. All right. The self-hate run that deep. Yeah, like I said, your defense down so much that now you cut up and found in a river. All right. Or you might be crooked letter EXT trafficked somewhere.
You like white boys for real? Or is this like a fetish? Maybe it's a fetish. I'm okay with that, period. I fetishize y'all as well, TBH, so that's cool with me. Want to FaceTime or something? I'm bored. Has anyone ever made you pee?
No.
Really?
No, that's no.
I know we just...
Wait a minute. Did he just say that anybody or pee?
Want to FaceTime or something? I'm bored. Has anyone ever made you pee?
No.
Really?
No, that's no.
I know we just met, but how would you feel about twerking real quick? Just so I can get an idea of what I'm working with. Are those PSD shorts or underwear? What is that?
No, these are the cartoon characters.
Oh, period. You know how you said you do specialty videos?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking maybe would you make a video for me? Mm-hmm. You would? Okay.
Wait a minute. Dude got her twerking right there on live, bro.
Yeah, here it is. With no work at all, he has her twerking. And you, so-called black man, all right, you can't get a smile. And a lot of so-called black women, they can't love so-called black men because they haven't seen one being loved. The father has been chased out of the home for various reasons. The brother is a second-class citizen in the house because men and women are raised in reverse in a so-called black community based off the Willie Lynch letter. Read the Willie Lynch letter.
And it's crazy. Those chicks that be always so racist against white dudes are the first to want to let them clap. It's so crazy.
Let's brainstorm. Do you ever play with
But see, she got exaggerated blonde weave. All right. In instances like this is when you judge a book by its cover. You have blonde weave, exaggeratedly long. Talk about a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Is this somebody's name? Yeah.
Okay. Would you incorporate the master roleplay at all into it, or not really?
What do you mean? Like,
Whilst I make like the sound or whatever?
He's actually saying like, can you play with your stuff while you call me master?
When I was making that sound,
yes.
you'd be like, I'm so wet for you, Joseph, or some shit like that. So yeah, send me your link or whatever. And then whenever you make the video, I'll just send it to like my Discord, and I'll be like, bro, like this is a video like this girl made or whatever for us
Okay.
if y'all want to watch it or whatever.
All right. Not a problem.
Period.
What? What? Can you make the video? I'm gonna send it to my Discord, and she gonna say, okay. Is this how easy white dudes got it? I mean, listen, man, I see him in Africa all the time. In Uganda, they be out here in Kenya, they be clapping all kind of cheeks. I had a white dude tell me, man, he was living with a Ugandan, right? And he was like dirt poor. He was writing a book how he slept with over like 500 Ugandan women, and he was from Canada. He was dirt poor. Whenever I would go to the restaurant, I would always see him with a bottle of water. That's how broke he was. But he was clapping the hell out of some cheeks.
Come on! I do this.
No, I've never been with a black lady before, and I'm looking to explore my options. For whatever reason, you make my pelvic area rush with blood. I'm really into you, and I would love to take you out to go get some brunch and go on a walk in the park. Wait, P.S. I eat better, and I can make you in less than 5 minutes. Just in case.
Yeah, I quoted this earlier somewhat. Anyway, reading this comment. Meanwhile, if you're a black man, you have to be 6 foot, 6'6", make well over 6 figures, be 12 inches soft, and also be a thug with a master's degree and can rap, sing, and dance, and play instruments, and type, and have your stepfather's license, and be able to cook, etc., etc., etc.
Anything else I said throws her off. Our saving grace will be the fact that I eat very well. What do you guys think? State Farm Arena? Where's State Farm Arena? Atlanta! Guys, that's doable! That's like a tank of gas for me. I can make that happen. Y'all wanna go on Black People Meet? We're gonna get the juicy mamas that I don't really know what I would do with. I need a whitewashed one. Bro, I need to take baby steps. I can't jump to the ghetto bitches yet. We got a match. A little dark skin, fine shit with the Spider-Man shirt. I fuck with it. That's foreshadowing an angle, which is cool. She's just a little bit bug-eyed, right? This is unfortunate. I mean, beggars can't be choosers though, so let's get to it. Hello, garbage bin. How are you?
Wait. He said, hello, garbage bin. How are you?
Roleplay. Police with a dark skin. LOL. Would you mind if I used that precious G. Cooper as my little lab rat? Question mark. BLM.
Black Lives Matter.
Send.
Look at the comments by black women. They seem to have no problem with the white man's racism. Keep watching because it will prove that racism doesn't bother black women. It's the rejection that bothers them.
Ooh, Big Mama. We got the bloods. Yes! It's giving healthy Lizzo, but I fuck with that so much.
What's-
Please let a man change your life.
Okay.
Less than 3 send. This is prime real estate. Oh my god. The wig is not giving. The body is kind of tea though. She is a stallion, which is kind of unfortunate for me. Yeah, this is exactly what I need. Come here! We're on fire! Hello, basketball queen. How are you? I couldn't help but notice your complexion and how stiff it made me thinking about all the play we could.
Yeah, you try to talk to these women, they'll say something like, not looking for anything sexual, gotta put God first. They get on like this spiritual high when it's the so-called black men. All right. I'm a full-time mother. My children come first. I'm just telling you just typical things. Just typical. But the inverse to that is his response. See how the so-called white man gets to respond and talk and whatever. Just out the gate. And one of the comments on the screen earlier, on the actual video screen, was talking about, well, it's his confidence that blah, blah, blah. Nope. It's his skin complexion, first and foremost. Right? Just like the apostles and elders always brought to our attention that women follow power. It's just in their nature. You know, so-called white man's in the power seat. Right? At one point in time, they used to be more with their people because their fathers was in the home, right? And they loved their fathers, and they loved their brothers, and they could closely identify and relate. But now this hot girl summer and bad bitch syndrome in combination with self-hating image and Esau Edom and, the curses of Yahweh Bashim, everything. This is what we now have. All right. Like the apostles say, the so-called black woman is the white man's pit bull. I'll finish the Micah now. Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause. Whose cause? The Israelite man's cause. All right. See, it starts. I've noticed the pattern. See, it starts with the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. And then it catches traction with how can I say? I'll say secular media, right? The talking points of the apostles and the elders through the Spirit, through the scriptures. It's on its own for a while. It stands alone, and then it catches traction through secular media, YouTube, these podcasts, whatever, and then that builds up, and then the Lord does something. Then something manifests, right? It says, I have sinned against him. It says, because I have sinned against him until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. So the Lord gonna get you. The Lord gonna get everybody that ain't right. But when you read Isaiah, the 32nd chapter, Isaiah 32 and 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. All right, for many days and years ye shall be troubled, roughly paraphrasing. What's going on right now with Trump and DEI, right? We know what it is exactly, but how is it manifesting? A lot of you women are losing your jobs. A lot of you so-called black women are losing your jobs. A lot of you, hey, I was watching the video. I'll see if I pull that up. I was watching the video of damn, who page was that? Yep. It was this guy. He hate us. He a hater. What's his name? Anton Daniels. Lord gonna get him too. If he don't repent. I don't see it, but I ain't nobody. He did a video. Damn. On this woman who she was 54 years old. She's struggling. This right here. I'm 57 and broke. Wish I wouldn't have quit my job. Older single woman, etc. And she started off her story with it saying it all started when she quit her college sweetheart, but she didn't get it to it. See? The so-called black woman have been redesigned against her main job and her main focus, which is to her man, husband, and family. Now you got women who 57. Look, she 57 and broke. They never stop thinking that they'll have a chance. They chase their dream, and by the time they realize they don't got no legs to run, they 57, 67, 77, single. You know, there's an epidemic of older women without no family. All right. So when you in that retirement home and you getting them bed sores and they not changing your bedpan, there's not going to be anyone to come and inquire and make sure you're being treated properly. Because you've been redesigned and reconfigured to forsake husband and family. To do you and to pursue you. Yeah, that's the video, which I think I was going to respond to that. I might have some scriptures lined up for that. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. See, we're slowly being brought forth to the light. How? Because the things that we're saying through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is making more and more and more sense. All right, it makes sense to us. It makes all the sense in the world. All right, but it's making more and more and more sense. See, look, like the video I'm playing. It's being, I'll put it like this. It's being more and more and more proven. Verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Yeah, see, the so-called black woman finally gonna see it when it's too late. They got videos, they got studies that the worst attitudes to deal with in the workplace is educated women and educated women. I forget the micro. I think it's educated women on a macrocosm and educated so-called black women on a microcosm, if I've used those two terms correctly. Those are the most difficult people to deal with in the workplace. And they're getting rid of them. And the institutions where they're mainly employed, retail, government, and hospitality, those things don't thrive in a failing economy. So more and more and more of you will lose your jobs, be facing homelessness, dealing with evictions. Oh, dealing with the whole eviction thing, right? They say the largest group of evicted people are so-called black women. See? It says, roommates. Yeah, that woman, that 57-year-old woman, I'll pull that video back up. I'm 57 and broke, wish I wouldn't have quit my job, older single woman, etc. When you watch that video, she speaks about how she had to move in with a roommate. It used to be, back in the day, times past, women who dealt with that type of stuff were ugly. All right, they didn't have the attention of men. They was overweight. They stayed at home with their parents until a man came and got them. That's when couples used to match. That's back in the day when everybody knew where they stood. You was medium ugly and medium fat. Well, then 9.5 times out of 10, your man would match that. But now, no. All of these overweight, unattractive women, everybody deserve top-notch males. But anyway, back to the scripture. It says, verse 10, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Ooh, that's a horrible feeling, shame. I dare say that's like one of the worst feelings to feel. Shame. Because it ain't nobody to blame but yourself. You forced to look at yourself and then you can't even look. Because it's all on you. Shame. Ooh, shame is bad. Let me see what shame is in the let me see what's the Hebrew word for that. Micah 7 and let's see. 10. Shame. Bawash. Bashah. Bawash. Shame. They ain't even going to it. It's just shame. Yeah. Yeah, when you feel shame, you don't want to be seen. You want to hide. You wish people just didn't notice you was right there. That's what you wishing, but then they do. And you can't hide, and you just seen. And you feel that big, right? But you was just on the high horse, right? But let me look at it again. Let me see. Let me go into the root. To put to shame, disconcerted, be disappointed. All right. Confusion. Okay, be astonished, confounded, be put to silence. You ain't gonna have nothing to say. All right. To fail in hope and expectation. It says, it is applied to enemies and wicked men put to flight after their endeavors are frustrated. Yeah, this shit that these women believe, these so-called black women believe, that they can have it all. And when you finally find out you can't have it all, and you've been living your life with that belief that you can have it all, and it just fails and crumbles before you. Oh man. No matter how you slice it, that's bad. Right now, I'm using it, for this particular video. But like when what you believe in just shatter and you in shambles, that word been coming out a lot. Shambles. All right. Anyway, let me finish the scripture. Verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me. And this is what she said when she was in her glow, right? When she was riding high. Where is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy power? Yeah, mocking the truth, right? And I'll go a step further, mocking anything that a man believe in. And what he's in, the direction and the path that he chose for himself. They mock it all. They don't care what it is. If it's not worshiping them, all right, it's being utterly mocked. Let you say something that, your mama black. Your mama is always your mama. Well, your father's so-called black. But here it is. You ready to be a ghetto gagger, right? For the oppressor. All right. It says, mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the streets. Yeah, mire, mud, shit, filth in the streets. And that's happening now. Because women, as far as so-called black men, in comparison to black women in particular, the black woman has always been elevated over the black man, purposefully. All right. It helps further. It helps the so-called white man's agenda even further to keep that divide between us. Right. But now that's being disannulled. Your covenant with death is being disannulled. right? And then ultimately, you just gonna be a homeless beggar that get beat up in the street. You know them homeless, not condoning that, because you got some cool homeless, humble people. Hell, that's even gonna be saved and that believe and that, that manners, respectful, polite and everything. But then you got them ones that's aggressive, overbearing, all up in your face. And some people kick them over. See, in times past, it used to be say the women and children, right? The Titanic, right? When you watch it, the lifeboats and all of that, right? It's putting women and children first, right? There ain't gonna be no women and children first. You're gonna be trodden down. All right. It's gonna be like that one video, where that woman pushed that guy. They was in Russia, by the way, a masculine country. That woman pushed that guy, and that guy, he slapped that woman, right? Equal rights, right? Equal lefts as well. She started it. No, she threw a drink in his face. And he slapped her and she flew across the floor. And you know what she did? She got up and brushed herself off and cared about her business. Anyway, back to the video.
How far would you let me go? On a scale of 2 word, what?
He said how stiff it made me. I'm sorry. White dude, I mean, he trolling though. I'm sorry. It's like dark humor, but okay.
Do we think? Yes. Oh my God, yes. All right, Rosa Parks, let's do it.
With my FICO, I get easy access to credit reports, 24/7 monitoring, and alerts for my FICO score changes.
Yes! On a scale of 1 through 10, how down would you be for runaway role play?
Runaway role play, like runaway slave role play. Let's see what she says.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. It would be like CNC, except way cooler. Parentheses. And I promise I won't be too mean. And I just want inside of motherland cootie. LMAO. Let me know. This is my shit. Wait. Black women get butterflies?
I just want to shoot the club up in motherland coochie. Oh my God.
That's bro, she looks good, bro. Oh my God. Bro, I don't know if she's gonna fuck with me, but we gotta try. Oh my God! She likes white people! Wait, did she just message me first? She just messaged me. Like Kobe said, the job is not finished. My dad would kill me if I brought you home, but LMAO.
She said my dad will kill me if I brought you home, but man, some of these sisters out here, they be talking about the white man, white supremacy, and some of them is doing exactly this. Oh, you cool for, I'm telling you.
Okay, wait, she's typing again. Well, never mind. I need you though, bro. There's like 2 seconds left on the shot clock. This is heart-wrenching. So you're saying there's a chance? My love, that's not who I am. Oh my gosh, she's typing. Let's just start.
So I'm not trying to do a racism. So she must absolutely see that he's a racist on the profile.
Over. Do you have plans this weekend? I would love to see you. Okay. Okay.
And do what?
Like surprises? I can plan something fun and just pick you up around 6? Question mark. Perfect.
I do like surprises. So she knows he's a racist and she goes, I do like surprises.
Yeah, and they get with these so-called white dudes, they really police themselves. They don't want to be associated with the stereotypical so-called black woman, quote unquote. So when these so-called black women, they get in these relationships with these guys of other races, they're not loud. They're not opinionated. They even change their speech, their vernacular, right? Everything they should be doing for you, they do for them. You want to talk about hate? But these things ain't associated with hate, right? Oh, that's such a strong word. I mean, it is what it is, right? And then you see a so-called, the so-called black man be so defeated. You see one, right? You see a so-called black man with a fat, ugly, so-called white woman of another race. And you know what drove him there? In which we don't only get our people, they don't only get, we get all women. All women like us. But the thing is, a lot of so-called black men, they don't have confidence. Confidence is beaten out of them, all right, from the time they're born. And it happens with their mother often in comparison with their father. You know, the school system is set up against them. The legal system is set up against them. Everything, right? So then you finally see them with one, you know, a so-called white woman, not attractive, overweight, and you'd be like, what are you doing with her? He can do better than her. It's because that was his first taste of someone, you know, being feminine towards him, caring about him. And then, you know, you got the other ones where they'll have, you know, the choice, prime, so-called white women, Asian women, Latino women, right? And the thing is, just to revert back to Kevin Samuels, he used to make he used to declare, right, based off statistics, that so-called black men get married. So-called black men get married to all races of women at whatever length. But so-called black women don't, if you want to judge by that. And they think that another race of man is the answer when other races of men are not marrying you. All right? They're not in long-term relationships with you. They'll clap you. They'll clap the cheeks because it's easy. As this video states, as these so-called black women, the plethora of them are proven as we watch it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he got her number. Oh my God, and she was thick. And she had cheeks. Oh my God, why Zaddy? He got so much advantage with that white skin.
I do this. I'm not gonna say this again. When it comes to this dating app, nobody is me. No one.
She liked we're the same type of weird if you f***ed your pillow as a child for comfort. So you f***ed your pillow too, or you're just being mean? Question mark. Match. I fear I'm just being mean. There's nothing to be scared of. I'm just an open book. You mind if I rip a few pages out? I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a girl say something.
She goes, I'm terrified of you.
Mind if I rip a few pages out? I'm not gonna lie, I've never had a girl say something that clever, ever, bro. I've never heard a girl say something that clever.
Oh my God, he clapped.
The next time black women hit you with the race loyalty crap and how black women are the backbone of the black community, just show them this video. White men and black women have been sleeping together in secret, so while they are giving you all that attitude and are screaming at the top of their lungs about what black men are doing, just remember it's to cover for all the secret sex they are having with white men that never leads to an actual relationship or marriage.
I have no reason to believe that this dude has really done this. There are a lot of the pro-black.
Anyway, with that, you know, I hope this video was edifying. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't finna, you know, I don't know what he about to say. I mean, I watched this video earlier, but it sounds like he about to, you know, be politically correct. There's no proof and blah, blah, blah. Man, look, you see, we see this in real time. With everything that's going on, you can go on social media right now. Black women celebrate men of other races. They don't celebrate so-called black men. And it's all on, you know, that's the new wave. These podcasts and all of these little things for the past 4 or 5 odd years or so, that's like a main media outlet. And that's what you see on them. Look, you women better get right before it's too late. It's going to be a small number. All right. But anyway, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson to those who elect. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakodah.